little bit here.
I might go live on mine. I mean,
Do
not
it.
that anybody fucking gives a shit about like what it is that we're doing.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
It'd be dope if this had like a wide angle, but I don't have that 12 that you got.
Oh, there we go. That's kind of good.
Oh yeah,
that's much
we're
better.
solid.
There we go. And just make sure
it's live right now.
Is rolling. Yeah,
what's up,
we're
YouTube?
live.
How's it going? It's Tuesday.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday. We always say 11. Really, we mean 11:15, and perhaps we mean 11:30. I think what I should next time is go 11:30, because in that way we'll always be early.
Yeah.
We'd never be late.
It's just like you say 11. You just put the two dots after it, and then just say 11. Just keep it at 11. Yeah.
11-ish.
Yeah.
So
not 12.
What we got on the menu today? So a lot of people actually watch this in retrospect, so we have to keep them excited in the first minute.
We're going to talk about gym.
Yeah, no doubt.
We live in California.
So, yeah, what we're talking about this week on the menu is two things, which is basically going to be the same thing, which is, as you know, in California, most of you guys who live in California know that we were going back to the most restrictive restrictions for coronavirus, back to our widespread, which basically means we only operate outdoors. And as you can tell by the sweatshirts we are wearing, that it is becoming cold, windy, and rainy outdoor. Yeah. So that's not really an option. So we are going back into lockdowns in California, and we're also going to be talking a little bit about injuries and setbacks, because they occur all the time, whether it is the case of a restriction or in the case of Albert's injury here.
A couple kinds of setbacks, right? Or different kinds of setbacks. Gym, in the gym, outside of the gym, the gym.
The gym, yeah. Just
however you want to say or incorporate the word gym into it.
Yeah.
It's a big part of our life.
And I will bring this into it as well. I won't mention them by name, but we had a gentleman who started, was looking to get their health and their weight and everything back in order, was super gung-ho about it, and then ended up with a small fracture in the bottom of their foot, which then turned into, now I'm not going to work out at all. They're just in a boot, so it's not a cast, so it's nothing like major with the broken foot. Okay. Also, there was never any outright injury that occurred. I just think it went from 0 for 60 in kind of the extra weight there, plus the plyometrics that we do with the step ups, the running, the box jumps, just caught up a little bit.
There's definitely an overuse that can happen, or like you said, going from pretty sedentary to like active.
Yeah, well, he used to be an athlete too, so he has that mindset of like,
you gotta push, right?
Exactly. Every workout I gotta push. I gotta get back to where I was. That's a big thing that we hear people say all the time. It's like, especially when they're coming back into the gym after they haven't been there for a while, it's always, I gotta get back to where I was. And that's great. That's a good motivation, but you're not quite there yet. So let's take the smaller steps in order to get there. But let's speak a little bit about injuries and those setbacks. And what was because recently you just experienced a calf strain, nothing crazy, right?
No, but it feels like it's putting me out like and down for the count. I don't know. Have you ever had a calf strain?
I have not.
This is my first like kind of calf strain. Maybe I did it once in high school, but I can't. It's hard to walk when you don't have a calf to push off of.
It's definitely hobbling around quite a bit.
Yeah, I can't. I'm still hobbling around. It's a lot better. This happened last Thursday, so maybe like 4 days ago. But I can't walk past my injured side, so my left calf is hurt. So when I take a step with my right foot, I just like meet my other leg. I don't step forward into it. So I'm just kind of like half stepping everywhere.
Yeah, the gangster lean as he walked.
But
also I can't run.
Yeah, also I can't injured. Run. I did row yesterday, so
nice.
Not very far, just some short intermediates.
Well, walk us through like when it first happened, because Albert was just coaching, was just kind of like walking around, messing around a little bit, and then the calf went. Not like you weren't doing backflips or anything.
No.
So when it first happened, and then you knew that you were like, oh shit, this is going to be more than just like the next few minutes of pain. This is going to last a couple of days. Where was the first that your mindset or the first place your mindset went to there?
First place it went was bummed. Yeah. Oh, actually maybe shock, because it all happened so fast. So I was just coaching at a couple of people doing some weightlifting, and it was, good mood, feeling good in the morning with my story coffee, and dancing around of all things, not even making a TikTok, just normal, just regular old dancing around. For somebody that, I record most of my lifts as like reference and, also for Instagram, I don't have any record of this on film, which
is the worst.
Yeah, which is
the worst because at least
totally unlike me.
Yeah, because obviously the amount of memes that you would make of yourself in the different videos is like, in right there, Albert knew the next week. And you know what's kind of funny is this is a throwback to we went to I think it was 2015 or something. We were at the CrossFit Games.
I know where you're going.
And we got on the air runner when it first came out. It used to be the True form, and they had him set up there in the vendor village area. So Albert and I got on it. May have been drinking a couple beers or not, and just went to do a full sprint. And Albert just goes into a full Terminator sprint on the air runner, only to pull a hamstring.
Yeah. That was great. You know, it's actually funny. So when I did it on Thursday, so what I was doing was like music was playing and I like took a little step back, like a little side jab with my foot. And then I felt something like really, it wasn't even pop. It was just like, wow, that's not right. Yeah, that kind of hurt. But after that, like, you know, you get that little bit of a flush feeling. And then I was like, how did this even happen? Like, I wasn't doing anything crazy. I wasn't like jumping. I was just trying to like get my groove on. And then it went into like kind of bummed outness because I was coming in hot on like my 5th week of strong weightlifting training. And I was like, oh man, like maybe it'll be okay.
Right. That's that hope where you kind of walk it off a few and like hope that it comes back, and it did not.
Yeah. So I like kind of stretched it out for a little bit, and I still had people there coaching. So I kind of just sat in the corner and they were like, are you sure you're okay? And they were having their own like little fun finishing out their training session. So once it started to wind down towards the end, I was like, hey guys, I'm not feeling good. I need to go home. So it's been 4 days. It's still a little sore. I can put it through like most normal range of motion. I can't squat comfortably down like all the way, like leaning on that side, because when my butt or like thighs press up against the calf, it kind of flexes it too hard.
And that's when it
hurts. So
when did you get back into the gym and start like working out again?
Saturday.
So it happened on Thursday, you took one day off, and then Saturday you were doing something.
Yeah. It like still on Saturday when I woke up, it was really hard, like getting out of bed to like push off of like that one injured side, the left side.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a lot of weight on my heel because my like hamstrings or quads can bear most of the weight, but like pushing down off of my toe to get my like my calf to flex, that hurts a lot.
Damn.
So
well, the real point I want to drive home there was you had the initial shock of like, oh crap, this is going to be longer than just a few minutes of pain here. Like, this is going to be with me for a week, couple of days. I'm going to have to work around this. And it's okay to feel that way at first, but your very next action should be, okay, well, what can I still do? Right. Yeah. And that's exactly what you did. And that's why I really wanted to talk about this in relationship to the broken foot that we were that gentleman is experiencing. Yeah. Also the lockdowns that all of us as gyms are experiencing, and how that all just culminates into basically the mindset that you need to have when a setback occurs, because it's not about if a setback is going to occur. It's a matter of when a setback is going to occur. And the biggest difference, everybody's going to feel bummed. Everybody's going to be disappointed. Everybody's going to feel a little bit of that depression, like, oh man, everything I worked for, this really sucks. And that's okay. But your next step is all about, okay, well, what can I do to keep move myself forward? What movements can I still do? As a gym owner, I'm thinking about, okay, what can I work around? What do I need in place as far as if we do need to move outside? Right. What type of extra strategies can I put in place to make sure people are feeling, still really safe, even though we're seeing a spike in coronavirus cases? And what the gentleman with the broken foot should be thinking is like, okay, how can I work around this? If it's something that's not, I'm not saying, if you got crushed by a car and broke both
you got to
legs,
assess it like right there first for what it is, right?
Exactly.
Something happens, whether it's unexpected, like,
like what happened to you, or
right, what happened to me. There's no immediate bruising, right? Like immediate meaning like 24, 48 hours,
right?
Like deep bruising, probably no bruising at all. But in this case, let's compare that to like the gym, right? Number one thing right now, or gym or with other businesses closing, is safety, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's nobody in the gym that has COVID.
Right.
Right. So automatically that's like the bruising, right?
Yeah.
There's no bruising inside the gym.
Yes, that's a great point.
And it's just unexpected.
Right.
We kind of probably more so than an injury, you kind of had it like in the foreground. Like,
yeah, we kind of saw it looming with
right?
these other counties shutting down. So you kind of knew something might happen to us here.
But
now,
prepare and assess, right?
Exactly.
So no immediate bruising. Then, all right, give myself a day or two to like try and figure out what the next plan is.
Yeah.
I really do want to get back into training, but there's some other things on my plate right now that I could probably, bump ahead of just training. I want to still get a workout in.
Yep.
I could still work around my foot, but let me take this time in my mind to work on something else.
That's a great place to go to. And I think everybody could take a lot of value from what you just said there. We'll have to remember 11/28. So we put that. I think that was awesome because that's going to be the biggest difference between it just being a small setback or it completely altering your course. Right. Because like with this gentleman with the foot, he had just gotten back into it. Had just been in, a couple of weeks, was real gung ho, making great progress. And now, is this going to be the thing that is like, boom, I'm right back to that same lifestyle and I'm completely done working out? Or is it going to be, okay, assess, let's see what I could do and let's keep moving myself forward.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. Same with the gyms. It's like, oh, great, is this going to be the nail in the coffin? And you immediately start to stress about it and you think about all the things that'll happen or could happen with the gym and you just pack it in and quit.
Right.
Or are you just going to take it day by day, assess it as it goes? Things change rapidly as we see here, especially in 2020, even more rapid than they have before. So allowing for those adjustments and then really fine tuning the mindset of, okay, yep, that sucks, but what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, but what are we going to do about it? And I think, it's hard to speak for you, but I see you as like a really good example because, I came under the assumption that the area or color that we were going into, we would be just bumped down into percentages,
right?
In terms of how many max occupancy and then like a percentage of that.
Yeah.
And for us, like for you have a fairly large gym, so like even a smaller percentage occupancy is still
it's still fine with us.
But going back to outside, after assessing, right, in my point of view, closing or like just completely shutting down would not just affect your business, but it would affect the almost 100 people that come in here on every day.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is that to say? You're always putting safety first. So what's that to say, taking it away from all those 100 people that come in here looking to be healthier?
Yeah.
Right.
And no, that's the thing is like when I look at it and when I see the restrictions, I'm making my own. And this is something that, we obviously talk about and what needs to be held more is like people need to do their own research and be a free thinker. It's good if you get in information from multiple different sources, but don't take the first or second thing, or most importantly, the thing that you just agree with as the gospel. Right. Like take it all in and then make the assessment that's what's best for you, what's best for your gym, and what's best for your members. I know that I have the ability here under the protocols set in place by the CDC that we follow, that we could keep everybody completely safe. In closing it down or moving them outside to the elements where they're going to be exposed to more cold and and everything else, or completely shutting down and taking the gym away from them, the mental health, the value that brings to these people in their everyday life, is something that isn't worth it for me in terms of just having to kind of navigate through these restrictions. Right. Like I'm not going to give up. We're not just going to close the doors and pack it in and say, oh, okay. And at the same time, maybe if Governor Newsom, and we stay apolitical on this show and we always will, but maybe if he followed his own damn rules. I mean, he just got caught at a restaurant with like 50 people or the 5 different families celebrating somebody's 50th birthday. So you mean tell me you're going to put all these rules in place for us, but you and all your rich friends are going to go eat at French Laundry, which is a super high-end restaurant, and say, oh, well, yeah, we apologize for the mistake I made, but we still followed the protocols. Okay, well, how about you don't be a hypocrite? How about you be a leader? And then maybe we'll talk. But yeah, I think it's just analyzing what's best for you, what's best for your members, what's best for your gym, and then moving forward with the same mission and continuing in that same direction.
Just so all of our listeners know, we have stricter protocols than the French Laundry, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I guarantee you everybody here is further apart. By definition of the CDC, nobody comes in close contact. You get to control your own environment with our own sanitize and spray. Yeah, we have all the protocols dialed in, and we'll be doubling down on them, especially as we go into a more restrictive territory. My job as the owner here is to make sure that the coaches and the members are all following those protocols to the best of their ability. So we continue to keep everybody safe and healthy.
Okay, so what we covered so far is unexpected injuries,
setbacks,
right? Workarounding whatever those injuries or setbacks are.
Most important part, that mindset,
right?
Yep, that workaround mindset.
And then what goes with that, following through on it.
Yeah, I mean,
everything is new right now. So like, we check back in a couple of weeks next week.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to be following us week by week, and we'll see. And I know we recently got some new subscribers on YouTube. So welcome for those of you guys that are joining us for the first time or the second time. And, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe.
Yeah.
Because it helps the YouTube algorithm, not us personally. But yeah, then we're just going to keep you guys informed on exactly what's going on. Another bit of news that is actually news to you as well is I'll be having Adrian Bosman, who CrossFit Games head judge, on the podcast.
Very cool. You got a hold of him?
You got a hold of him. He agreed to do it. So it's either going to be set up. Grace and I are planning to get out of Dodge this weekend and just get out for a little bit. For those of you guys that know us, and I mean yourself too is included in this, since June 15th, like we don't really take a day off. We're like full time on this, 80 hours plus a week, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Multiple days in a row, but that's not always the best thing for your mental state or your patience. So Grace and I were going to get out of Dodge for a little bit, but now with everything going back into this most restrictive stuff, we're not really sure if it's worth it, because then we just kind of sit in a hotel room rather than our apartment.
That's true.
So we'll see. So it'll be this weekend if our schedule's aligned. I'll have that interview, or it'll be just following Thanksgiving. So we're going to have that
little staycation.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, just try to mix it up a little bit, just because for me, and I know this is true for you too, it's like the house, the gym, the house, the gym. And it's great because we're building something awesome here. And this is what we enjoy to do. We'd be doing it regardless, but it is always important to just find yourself a little getaway, a little refresh.
Oh yeah. I think I got a little lucky that I was able to go to Lake Tahoe with my family back in October.
Yeah.
Like Tahoe is only a couple hours away from here. And, just that little bit of a getaway, change of scenery. It was like when the fires were going on, and like there was like a little bit of smoke, but then like Saturday and Sunday came and there was no smoke, and you're like,
that fresh Tahoe air is something good.
Yeah. So I hope you're able to get your little staycation.
Well, thank for that, but I pretty much have everything going on, and so we'll see. Let's bring up the stats here. Did you have anything else you wanted to add about the injuries or anything like that in concluding of pretty much today's podcast? I guess we'll say.
It's hard to get stuck on the bad side of things. So lay out whatever your issues are, and try and find a positive out of it. I don't know. That's
perfect. That's such a great way to end it. I think what you said, lay out the issues and then find yourself your silver lining, or find some positives within that. And I think a lot of times, if you really don't lay those out and physically even write out what the issue is, sometimes like that's one of the things that Grace and I did. Yeah. We were deciding, okay, are we going to open the gym? We're going to put these protocols in place. We just wrote out a pros and cons list and said, here's all the good things that'll come from the decision that made. Here's the potential worst case scenarios, things that comes. And once you have that out in front of you, you could really make some great decisions, and at least get it out of your mind and go forward. Maybe not great decisions, but you'll have the ability to make better decisions.
Yeah. And then you're able to either cross things off the list and then also maybe add new things.
Yeah.
Right. So there's opportunity in taking things away and adding things. So.
That's right. Take away those negatives, add some positives, baby. So we're talking about, okay, so let's go ahead and do the shout out. We'll see if anybody hopped on YouTube. Sometimes we get lucky. We got three
people and a like.
Sorry guys, I didn't realize that people were watching, so we actually didn't have you up on the screen. Thank you for the like out there. If you are watching right now, please press the thumbs up button if you think the positive mindset is the way to go. Put the thumbs down button if you think you want to stay in a negative mindset.
Don't do it. Don't hit the thumbs down button.
Well, no. Okay. Well, thank you kindly, Albert. We're gonna go ahead and give the shout out there. Hold on.
All right.
Engineer trouble.
So this week's shout out goes to.
Good luck pronouncing that.
Oh, I was gonna go with the second one.
Okay.
Because I don't think we've said that one before. That's
I don't think we have.
Out of our area. All right. So changing it up. This week's is San Jose, California.
San Jose.
South Bay. I do know this other one, but also I'll shout it out. But Ulan Bator. Ulan Bator Hot. I don't know.
Is that a bot or is that a country?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Don't steal my credit card information.
It's the dude with the kids from last week's scam. Hey,
Prince.
I'm dropping off my kids. Okay. I have been in a negative mindset for way too long. No, Summer Solstice, get out of a negative mindset. You need to find the positive in everything, because there is an abundance of resource. Like, we have the internet at our hands. So, I mean, even if you just need the quick fix, you could type in like Tony Robbins Awaken, and you could listen to some of this stuff. If you have a negative mindset, something that helps me big time is going right into gratitude. Just try to think about the things that you're thankful for. I mean, we live in a place where you have the internet, you have an abundance of resources at your hands. So finding a way to drown out all that negativity with some sort of positivity, whether that be a podcast or whether that be things that you're looking up on the internet there, that's going to be a huge help.
So we've got an interactive person here on our live stream. Summer Solstice, we're going to be your source of positivity. All right. So come back. We're going to be here every Tuesday
at 11:30.
At 11. I'll just put a period there. ... Yeah. So, hey, you have YouTube at your fingertips.
That's what I'm saying. Type in something, find some positive stuff out there. You can never infect us with your negativity. It won't happen, because Albert and I, in this whole entire gym, the CFL community is a beacon of positivity. We have way too much of it surrounding us. Come here, check us out, stay with it, eat better food, get better sleep, go on a walk, and breathe through your nose. That'll cure everything in life right there. I just told you. I told you the secret sauces. Okay, well,
some water.
Albert, in that case, I think we are going to go ahead and end this. I got to get ready to shut the news down. Yeah, those scares are driving me insane. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. If you try to necessarily, don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as you have plenty of space for activities now, and nobody gets in your way. And then the mask is only temporary. Once you get into the building, once you get into your box, then you're squared away. And the perpetuating of exercise will help release the correct endorphins, which will help hopefully kick out of that negative mindset. But I will tell you, the number one thing that will guarantee to make you happier, which is kind of contradictory to what we were saying before, but stay off the news, stay off of social media. That is an echo chamber of rage. It puts it in front of you on purpose, right? So when you think about some of the stuff that you look at online, the Instagram and Facebook's job is to put stuff in front of you that captures your attention. And a lot of the times the easiest thing to capture is outrage or some sort of fear. And I know that if I see it on there, I will go down a wormhole and start watching all these things. And it definitely changes your mood so much. And so if you turn that off and try to engross yourself, even if it's a subject of current affairs that you want to get more about, find yourself a book, because then it's you and your own thoughts with the words there, rather than fast talking heads that are spitting out a bunch of stuff all the time. So yeah, come on back in, get some positivity, get some exercise, stay away from the echo chambers that is, and type in positivity music into YouTube there. Yeah, it would help out. All right, Albert, last word. Want to say anything before we go?
I'll piggyback off of what we were just talking about. Go from negative to positive, and it's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
Baby. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Tuesdays, we're going to call it 11:30, 11:15-ish. And we hope to see you here. As always, leave a comment in the section. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you already have it. Thank you for watching.
Have a good day, everybody.
We're out.
Peace.